I love this car.
Look at my icon, bro. My profile picture.
Yeah.
is
His profile.
literally-
Yeah.
Even I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that drifting, bro. Look at that float.
Bro, you sound like you're bro. What is?
And like on the corner he's about to enter right now. That's
So it's like the Lotus in B class, right? The high ranking Lotus, whatever that was. Now before we begin, I have a special announcement to make. We have a sponsor! So recently I was playing Asphalt on the Huawei AppGallery. Now for those who don't know, this is Huawei's official app store where you can download games and get free coupons for Asphalt Legends. You know what the best part is? You can use it even if you do not have a Huawei phone. First thing, check the comment section and the description of this video and you will find a download link to get the AppGallery installed on your device. Then simply click on the campaign link to get a free €2 or a €3 coupon or any other currency in your local region. Once again, thank you so much to Huawei for sponsoring this video. Let's continue. So we are all aware there's going to be a Black Friday season coming soon, right? So the entire season is going to feature a burst of speed event which will have these 6 S-Class cars, basically a S-Class bonanza for all players who are looking to, start up their garage or own a new S-Class car in their garage. So it's going to feature the Nevera, the Koenigsegg RS, the HTT Locus Plethore, the Zinger 21C, the Bugatti LVN, and the Tuatara Striker, the SSC Tuatara Striker, the other SSC, basically. Then we are going to have a Koenigsegg 1-to-1 special event. This event is going to feature the Aston Martin Vulcan, the Nissan GTR Nismo, the J50, the Volcano Titanium, and the Ferrari FXXK, as well as the W Motors Lycan Hypersport. Then we are going to have the Pininfarina B95 special event, and this is going to be featuring the Ford Mustang Mach 1400, basically the D-Class electric Mustang, then the Chimera, then the McLaren 650 GT3, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, and the Aston Martin Valhalla alongside the Pagani Imola. So basically low ranking to high ranking cars, but these are pretty accessible cars at this point. So overall, all of these events sound pretty good. So we will be starting off with the Burst of Speed event, and I have my dear friends Scribbles, I have Nikto, I have Universe, I have Karan on Discord call with me, and we are going to be having a chat about what cars are worth going for and which cars you should probably skip or ignore. And yeah, so we are in for a good discussion. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's begin. So guys, please say hi to everyone. It's nice to have you all.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
it is a great pleasure to meet all of you.
Hello,
Oh.
everyone. So,
What a gentleman. Okay, so we are starting with Burst of Speed event. So the first car, I will be showing you guys the gameplay. I'll be driving it around. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the SSC Tuatara Striker. So actually, you know what? Let's start with that car. Guys, what are your thoughts on the Tuatara Striker?
You should
Useless.
skip
No
it.
access as in no key or no max.
I don't have access to like a free try car. I get to test drive these cars, but I don't have access to it. So that you guys can see the regular Tuatara. Now tell me about the Tuatara Striker. It's obvious from the stats. I will start, guys. Okay, it's obvious from the stats, but I think that the SSC would eat the Tuatara Striker for lunch, because just with this top speed and the nitrous as well as the acceleration, I don't think the Striker stands any chance next to this car. What do you guys say?
Let me just do some
Yeah.
fact checking, because I'm pretty sure the Striker has similar, if not higher, nitro. Although, to be fair, it doesn't matter. Striker has like what 470 something top speed at max. It's just not enough.
Yeah.
It does have higher handling, but like higher handling, maybe slightly higher nitro, much lower top speed. That's basically just. It's a bit like comparing the Corvette to the Huracan, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, Huracan's just a better car. It's faster, and that's about all that matters in S-Class.
actually, I'll show the car's gameplay then, because we don't have access to the Tuatara Strikers. Then might as well show this car. So the regular Tuatara.
Locked.
No, I have it logged actually.
I do have like a 3-star Striker, if that's of any use.
I can show a screenshot of the car at max, so it's not gonna be a big deal. It'll be fine.
I mean, we do. It would be nice to let them know about like the suspension behaviors.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Because it is a little bit like smoother than the Tuatara. Mine at 3 stars. Handling's 55. This Tuatara at gold has 48 or something. So it has higher handling. It does have it does have like smoother drift, more radius, a little bit more float, like lasts for a bit longer. In terms of like satisfaction in drifting, it's actually better. But yeah, even if you get a better float, you can only float at top speed. And Tuatara, the base Tuatara is just faster, so that's why the Striker is obsolete. But that's pretty much the only reason, though. If the Striker had like just a little bit higher top speed, it would probably like go neck and neck with the current Tuatara.
What do you guys think? I agree with Scribbles here.
I do
I agree as well.
Same.
But striker drifting speed is too low.
What?
Striker's drifting speed is too low. That's what he's saying. It's not as bouncy as compared to something. You know, when you are trying to do a floaty with a car, what Nikto is saying is like when you are trying to do a floaty with a car, the wheels do have to come off the ground. It's pretty difficult with this Striker as compared to the Tuatara, the regular Tuatara that we just played with.
I mean, I wouldn't say that actually. The Striker does have like just much better float in general compared to the base Tuatara. It's just like not close to Jesco. That's why it's still not enough. But it's basically just Tuatara if it had like, I don't know, like 15 more handling. In terms of suspension, it does that.
It's for me, it's just that the lower top speed, that's a deal breaker for me. You have cars like Venom, you have cars like Jesco. They have much higher top speed and they have a much better drifting speed as well as having a sharper drift radius at a lower rank. So it makes no sense making a car at 5000 rank and then giving it and then actually placing it above cars that are better than it in every way and in every aspect.
Yeah, like this is more of like, it's probably just pretty noticeable, like everyone could tell. This is just, I mean Striker was like the cheapest Drive Syndicate car ever. I didn't even have to pay anything for it to just get the key. So they're just being like, oh, we're being generous, I'm gonna give you the key for free, and it's just overrated. It's actually much worse.
Yeah.
As a like final conclusion, but in terms of handling, like just in terms of the float, in terms of like the radius and the duration, 3-star actually beats Gold Tuatara. Just in like that. Everything else it loses regardless of where it is.
Yeah, but for the most part, you are not going to be driving the Tuatara at 200 kilometers per hour, right? You are actually going to be floating it through the corners at almost 450. So a car like the Striker doesn't stand a chance.
I mean, there is a point I want to make though, because like I don't know about you, but like we usually expect, like in I don't know, Purong Rise for example, we expect the base Tuatara to float at like 450. That's about what it can do as an exit speed, right?
Yeah.
And while that is true, most people probably struggle to get it much past 420. So it is a bit harder to extract that last bit of potential. That's what I'm saying. In that aspect, Striker is just easier. So that is a point we do have to consider, I think.
You're just being nice to the Tuatara Striker, we get it. Okay, you're just being nice to that car. It's okay, you did not fail, it's fine, son. It's fine, you're just barely above passing marks, but it's fine. It's like that.
I mean,
That's
I
the
don't
vibe
like
I
the
get.
car anyway. I just don't want to like. You get the point. I don't want to be biased in the opposite way.
But you can be, because it's really funny.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we have, I think we all can agree, the SSC Tuatara Striker, mid AF, right? I can call it mid.
Okay.
Safe to call it mid. Then,
Even my verdict just lies on the basis that you have everything else and you don't really care about where you spend your
yeah,
time.
so
That's what
what I got from what Scribbles just said is basically if you are somebody who likes to just drift their cars at 200 kilometers per hour, you don't drive in a straight line, go for the Tuatara Striker.
Okay.
Okay, then the next car we have is the Bugatti LVN. Okay, Bugatti LVN, I have a love-hate relationship with this car. How many people are with me here when I say I have a love-hate relationship with this car?
Pretty much like everyone who just has it would just know what you're saying.
Karan,
I love the car. Honestly,
I
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like the car just feels great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
actually,
I agree.
that's why I have like, I know exactly what he's saying, because while it's so fun, and this is a good point to make, it's not enough for the current meta with all the the Imperiums and the
Absolute.
Venoms and Absolutes and all of that. So it's a really good car to drive. It used to be a really good car to race. It no longer is the latter, really.
I mean, I don't mind the acceleration. I don't mind the top speed. What I do mind is the wide ass drift. I don't really. To be honest, like for the most part, it's going to accelerate quite quickly. Once you are off the line,
Yeah.
you are not. If you are not being stopped by any car, if you are not being blocked by other cars, then it's really difficult to beat a car like this in multiplayer, right? It's a pretty strong car for multiplayer. Given that the conditions are right, unless you are on something like Tuscany, then you are cooked.
I mean, no, that's again a point I want to make, because that used to be true until, like, I don't know, like literally last year, because Absolute is a thing and Imperium is a thing. What do both these cars have in common? They have ridiculous top speed and they accelerate by drifting.
Yeah, to be
That's
fair.
way too broken for these cars to handle. Like, when was LVN even added? Like 2019, 2020? Like, we can't expect a car to remain on its throne after like 5 years of abuse by power creeping.
Yeah,
Drive-
at the time it was
And-
good, but now it's not. And
Yeah,
that's
it used to-
normal, right?
Yeah, and another really funny thing to point out is that it used to be really overranked when it first came out. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us would agree on that. Now it's ranked accurately. The only problem is that compared to the highest ranked car, it is now 300 points behind.
Actually, yes. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah, see,
300 rank
See
difference.
the Imperium there? Yeah, it's like that's the situation. It's actually good for its rank. It's just the rank is now too low. We have come to a situation where we can say that about the LV, and this game has come a far way.
Actually, I know two people here now. I was going to say I know one guy who loves the NVN more than he loves any other car. It was going to be Karan, and then like Universe got really angry. He was like, I don't care what you say. I love this car.
Look at my icon, bro. My profile
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, yeah,
is
his profile.
literally-
Yeah.
It's literally an LVN.
Suddenly it makes a lot more sense. Actually, Universe, kind of off topic, but I do have like something for you in that sense.
Bro, I will never forgive Karan for, making me waste like 2000 tokens on retrying that event this car was featured in. I was on a ego trip, bro. I was on a proper ego trip that time. Aure bhai, isko, I'm gonna smack his time. And then I could not, because like the car's drifting is just so... It's just...
What, LVN?
The drifting radius, bro. I don't like the drifting radius at all.
No. Actually, there's another interesting point to make there, because
dig it
the
into
radius
ground.
itself, I don't think is necessarily a problem. It's the fact that the radius is uncontrollable. Because, you know how in like these kinds of wide cars, like, I don't know, Mistral, maybe...
Mosler, bro. Mosler is such a great example. You can actually predict the way you are going to drift with that car. If I want to make a floaty with that car, I can do that. If I want to drift normally, I can do that. It's predictable. This car is not predictable.
Yeah, that's actually no. It's predictable. It's predictable because you know that it's just gonna hug the outside wall. The difference here is, the LVN and Muscler both have really wide radius, but the LVN and both have actually strong float. Like if it starts floating, it's gonna stay that way. The difference is two differences. Number one, LVN will get back into floating position even if you're drifting it normally.
Yeah.
It wants to do that, and you can't make it like do anything else. It just wants to float, and you can't stop it. Secondly, when it's floating, LVN accelerates mid float. So that's
Oh,
why the
yes,
power
that was a
so
thing.
dangerous. And actually, it's this thing with most cars. Muscle is actually the exception because like it feels like they've purposefully debuffed the mid-float acceleration of Muscler, because otherwise the radius just wouldn't make sense, because we already have that example with the nerf version of the Devel. Like, you can like exit the Cairo Spiral at 420 kilometers an hour with the current version, but you have
Yeah.
to enter that corner at 390 because it gains to 420. If you enter at 420, you're just gonna...
You're gonna hug the wall, yeah. It's the same case with this car.
Yeah, it's just less extreme, but LVN also does that. And Devel, at least, if you like kill the float properly, it kind of stays there until you like make it do it again. This one will just do it by its own free will.
I think Nikto really wants to say something about this car. Nikto, you should go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us what actually you feel about the Elvin. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Alien is when it floats like a fish. It just dig itself into the ground when you punch drift.
Oh yes, that's a thing with all of the floaty cars, no? We could say that for a yeah, it does that sometimes.
I mean,
Overall, car is great,
Pretty
but
much-
I don't like.
pretty much any car that floats, like noticeably floats, will probably do that. It's a matter of how often and how badly.
Some more than others, though. So I would say
Not in punches, but in terms of like 360 floaty, I do notice LVN bouncing a lot and quite badly. Like every time it bounces, it loses like 40 kilometers an hour. I do notice that.
And then it goes too wide and bumps into the wall.
No, it doesn't, because you drop to like from 440, you drop to like 410, 380, and then you don't go that wide anymore. But you also
Yeah.
go a lot slower. So there's that.
okay, what does Karan have to say about this car? Karan actually loves this car a lot, from what I know.
I
You
mean,
can't not love this car.
Even I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that drifting, bro. Look at that float.
Bro, you sound like you're bro. What is?
And like on the corner he's about to enter right now, that's if you float there.
Yeah, you
get
saw the way it was.
whatever top speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
at this.
actually, in terms of love and hate, it's actually just me with the Devel after the nerf, because I can still drive it, but once I mess up, you can't really do much about it to recover it. I think that's just about the same with this car.
I think I saw a video from Isla when like he was test driving this car.
Yeah, like-
You
like
saw
that-
that bounce?
that bounce right there.
That bounce. I hate
It does it
that.
quite frequently. Yeah, I do have to say that. I mean, it's unavoidable in the sense that float and punch itself is by definition an exploit of an instability in the car's suspension.
No, I do have the car in my garage, but I in the creator test drive they just don't give us
No.
some of these cars randomly, or maybe they just forget.
Interesting.
Yeah, just try this
that's
at for
really
4
nice.
star. Let's go with 4 stars.
I mean, yeah, because even at gold, it's just as bad as it is in 1 star. Because
Yeah.
the final conclusion is it's just not enough, not nearly enough for quite literally any other card, regardless of the rank range your current upgrades are. It's just not going to be enough for that rank. It's never going to change.
So then
One thing I
it's
no.
it's safe to say that like out of
This
all
one's
the
just
cars,
not worth going for at all.
Yeah, it's
and
not
this is
worth,
probably
yeah.
The worst. Actually, let me check.
no, the Locus is probably the worst.
Take
No way.
that back. Yeah, the Locus is probably worse. Actually, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't really complain about
The only thing Locus has going for it is that it floats like a little bit, but that's still not enough. And
But
then
come on,
like
CCXR exists.
it would have worked if the acceleration wasn't like what even was like 78 at gold. Not enough again. None of his stats are enough other than handling and nitro, which is overkill. But then again, that's just the stat distribution of the CCXR. And somehow this is worse than the CCXR, so that's a new record.
Yeah.
Like I do remember how it drove from like the free try, what was it, the overclock showcase. Like it has like similar handling, so I couldn't figure out how they made it that stiffer. Like it's not a question of why at that point. How did they do it? Like
How did they do it? Yeah.
yeah. How can a car be this bad with this kind of stats?
Nikto, you were saying something about this car.
So what I was saying, Zinger is not that bad. It's good for Gauntlet.
It's I was about to mention that. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing.
Stack. It's good for 30s tracks.
Yeah.
But besides that, there's no real use. Besides that, there's no real use.
We're not getting 30s tracks in multiplayer because jungle isn't a thing
And
anymore.
also, guys, let's not forget, we were discussing this earlier, like 5 minutes ago. The Imperium is a thing, right? So you can,
Imperium needs to be nerfed just like the Devel. That's my
yeah, you have this car, you have this car, you have also this Tartarus. You don't stand a chance with a Zinger. Okay, let's be real. Even if you have the Zinger, you don't really stand a chance.
I mean, can I make a point though?
You literally
Tartarus
have
is
the
probably
Evo
beatable.
SF90, bro.
Well, not in Gauntlet now that I think about it, which is the topic in question. But in multiplayer, you could probably beat those in at least a Tartarus in a Zinger. But
Nah, bro,
yeah, you would still I mean,
nah.
like in multiplayer, like in classic multiplayer, Tartarus is just useless, frankly. That's what I was saying, but at the same time, you would also lose to, I don't know, like the CCA 50 that was released a couple times back for free and is being released again this season. So yeah, again, no point.
We don't know the pack distribution. We don't know which cars are going to be paired with which car. Okay.
No, I know
You
about
do?
I just.
We do know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do we have like the packs? No, we don't.
In
We
I
do.
gotta
first pack,
say
we
something
do.
though.
There in Nox's
first pack
video.
Oh, we
will be
do.
Nevera, Locust, and Albion in first pack. Nevera, Locust, and Albion, and in second pack, Agera RS, Zinger, and Tuatara Striker.
Yeah.
Bro, so we don't even have to test the other cars. I can just give us verdict straight up. You have the Rimac Nevera and you have the Bugatti Voiture Noire. Screw the second pack, just go for the first pack. That's a no-brainer. No-brainer on the Dragon's Den on that.
Yeah.
IMAC and
Like
SSC
Agera can be tempting, but there are things you have to keep in mind. Number one, the upgrade curve is absolutely diabolical. This, like,
Yeah.
what's the top speed of gold again? It's
Bro.
84 kilometers an hour at gold. It's 434 at or something at stock. So you gain 50 kilometers an hour from upgrades, and that's upgrades and epic imports included. So and that's pretty much the same for the rest of the stats. So imagine if you're missing like 8 epics, which you're probably gonna be missing more if you're buying it this time.
Bro, even
It's not gonna be any useful. Yeah.
that what you just mentioned, besides that, you take a look at the car like something like an LVN, right? The upgrade path is actually a lot balanced as compared to all the other 6 cars that are being featured, the other 5 cars.
Yeah, exactly. And
You can have this car.
Why?
No, wait, let me finish. So you have this car at 3 star, 4 stars, right? This car is still going to be performing really well in multiplayer. If you have something like a 4-star Agera RS, you are going to get your teeth kicked in. I was going to mention as, but let's keep it family friendly a little bit, right? So you are going to get your teeth kicked in with something like an Agera RS or a low-star SSC, even a Nevera. Okay, even you can't really go wrong with a Nevera. A 4-star Nevera is also a really strong car in multiplayer. I've played with that car at 4 stars. I've played with the LVN at 4 stars. I know how good these cars are in multiplayer. So it's a no-brainer to just not go for the pack 1 straight away. Just go for pack 1.
And then like just like ignore the locust, never upgrade it because it's just a waste of credits.
It's a waste of credit. So you can ignore the
Unless you
locust.
have, like, I don't know, like a third of a billion that you just don't know what to do with.
Some
Otherwise-
players do have that, bro. Some players do have a billion.
Zemo.
Asimov.
I myself have. I have half a billion. So there's that. But yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm just bringing up the example to begin with. Like, if you're like me, you could probably afford it, but otherwise you just shouldn't bother.
Yeah, let's try the Nevera. Let me try the Nevera. You can continue.
Let me like give equal ground because I do have. I really am stacked in credits, but I have 4-digit tokens, and the first digit and the highest digit reads 1. So
Oh yeah, you're cooked, bro.
stacked. Yeah, I mean, I don't need any cars here, do I? Because like Singer, Locust, Tuatara, these are like the only cars that you don't want in this burst of speed. Like if the other 3 cars were like all in one pack, you would just like buy. I already have those 3 max, and LVN's gonna be gold with the wild epics. The rest are just conveniently all the cars I don't have, and I don't need them anyway. Not really. So anyway,
It's such a shame I don't see enough of this car. I don't see. Yeah, the Nevera. I don't see enough of this car in multiplayer. It's so
hasn't
nice.
Been easy to get, surprisingly enough, because it had like quite a number of bursts of speed events and all that. But the other cars just got like spotlights and special event reruns and everything like that. And compared to that, Nevera burst of speeds and just Nevera reruns in general have actually been quite rare, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have been rare, right? When was the last time we got the Nevera?
I mean, the closest
It's
we
been
got
a
was the
while
Nevera
ago.
Time Attack, and that's just like a whole new car.
After versus speed event, we
They
got
really
Nevera.
didn't like. They really didn't.
Wait.
want the Nevera.
Wait. Nikto was saying. Nikto, what was that? You were saying something. I overheard you. What was that?
They featured this car in the last burst of speed special event.
It
That's like
was?
last year, isn't it?
Yeah, Nevera.
It's been a while then. 1 year is a long time.
That's last year.
But they
Most-
also didn't
I mean-
change anything.
Yeah, given like the state of this game, most people who even like had this game installed back then would have quit by now.
So guys, it's safe to deduce that out of all the burst of speed cars, the 6 S-Class cars that are going to be featured in 2 packs, 3 each. So just go for the pack which has the Rimac Nevera and the Voiture Noire, and you can just safely skip the other pack. You don't even have to look at it. It's a no-brainer choice. Go for the LVN as well as the Rimac Nevera. Max those 2 cars. They are going to take you a long way. Okay, this is our verdict for all players watching this video. Now moving on, we have the next event, which is going to be a part of the Black Friday season, and that is the Koenigsegg One special event. So Koenigsegg One is a recent addition. I think this car is going to be like a free unlock for everybody. From what I've seen, looking at the stats and just playing with this car, I feel this car is like a Tryon 2.0 in a lot of ways. But the Tryon is a free car. This car is also going to be free, but like it has 5,000 rank, so it doesn't really sit well with its rank where it's at in S-Class. But it's a good car to have. It's not something I would complain about if it's just being given away with the requirements that are in the season. The requirements are pretty easy, so let me walk you through those. It's going to need the Aston Martin Vulcan, the Nissan GT-R Nismo, the Ferrari J50, the Icona Vulcano, and the Ferrari FXXK, with the highest car being the W Motors Lycan Hypersport. So it's a very easy selection of cars that they have chosen for this special event. It's very, very easy to obtain.
No, you are wrong. Its special event also requires all the burst of speed cars that are going to be featured in this coming burst of speed.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that was in the patch notes, and
It was already
I mean-
mentioned in patch notes.
I missed out?
Yeah,
Okay,
there
then
no, like they actually said it, but they have like half a sentence dedicated to explaining all of that, and then they just list on the rest of the paragraph they just list these other 6 cars. But the fair
That's how the
but a
first
fair
is
point to
relevant.
make. Yeah, a fair point to make though, is that because this car only requires like 35 blueprints to unlock, right?
yeah.
Just having the starter cars is probably enough to get it 1 star. It's probably enough, and because you can probably just get a Tryon, which is free, and probably just be about as good as you're gonna get. Like, you're probably better off with the Tryon, even if this car is given away at max. So it doesn't really matter from that point. You just like, I mean, if you have the starter cars, which you most likely do, it's a free unlock. That
Yeah.
is a fair point.
I would not really complain for a free car.
Yeah. Yeah, there isn't a lot more going for it, to be honest. Other than it being like a fan favorite.
Nikto, your voice is cutting up.
Like a-
Nikto is trying to say something, but his voice is cutting up, I feel.
Or maybe I should shut up.
Yeah, maybe you should shut up. Yeah, go ahead, Nikto. It's Nikto's time, everybody shut up! Hello?
So what I was saying, 35 BP is not that too much. Everyone will be able to unlock this car very easily if they have the starter cars. You don't need to max it, just unlock it and forget about it.
Yeah, fair. Fair.
Correct.
I mean, I could fool around a little bit with this car, you know, at stock or maybe 1 star. I could fool around in multiplayer, just playing for fun.
Yeah. Actually, it does have
Yeah,
decent stats with
something for the
3.8k rank in
MPT
stock. Like, in Slipstream, it'd actually be quite deadly, just at stock. Because it's going to match up with, like, Lycans or stuff lower than that.
You know, this is the direction I like they are taking the game in. Like, you know, making cars easier to unlock. A lot of players do play for just, you know, collecting cars.
Yeah.
I like the way they are doing things right now since the past few seasons, and they are actually listening to us creators also. They do ask for our opinion. It's just that now they are actually taking it a bit more seriously. Before they were taking our opinions, but then whatever the mass audience would say, they would follow that, or the trends would predict them. They would go in that direction. But now it's like, you know, oh wow, nice.
Yeah. About the
50.
1-to-1, I actually have, like, 3 other things to point out, but those are for another video.
Oh,
Really highly ranked. I immediately have, like, I don't know, 30 different concerns about what this car is going to be.
go ahead.
Actually, can you
Number
show this
1,
I wanna
high
see.
acceleration, low nitro, mid-ish handling. That is, I mean, the nitro's even lower, but that kind of stat distribution is straight up either Fordzilla or Lexus, both of which happen to
Yeah.
not be very useful.
Hmm.
And then secondly, adding to my previous theory, which is just a theory, to be clear, it's also probably highly requested because, well, it's a Pininfarina, and if you know a bit about cars, you probably know about this.
Yes.
So I'm betting on like at least a 70% chance of this car being absolutely trash, but we haven't driven it yet, and you can, so
Oh yeah, I'll show it to you.
that actually, yeah.
The
That was
initial
my thought
impression.
without saying any, like actually watching anything about it.
I was gonna say you were talking without breathing, but like that also
Yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah. The the other thing I like to say is,
Bro just keeps interrupting each other.
yeah, we do have like 5.
Oh my god.
Seriously,
I bet,
12
like-
nitro is stock though.
I don't mind it though. You're going to chances are more often you are going to have this car at max. I don't think anybody is going to have
Not
this
if
car
you're
at.
me, because I have less than 2,000 tokens. to be
That's
honest.
you because you're.
Yeah,
just,
that's
you
more
know.
of a me problem.
Yeah, that's not a you problem.
I have seen Knight driven this car, and
No.
from what I've seen, it felt like Fortzilla but faster, and
Oh,
like
is it?
a Fortzilla and a XJR9 clone. Like not a clone, but like if Fortzilla
Hybrid.
and XJR9 had a baby.
Hybrid,
yeah,
yeah.
hybrid.
Which is really interesting, isn't it? Because the acceleration is actually not the nitro is shorter than either of those. So that means either the handling is enough to negate that 15-point
No.
nitro gap between the Fordzilla.
I think the handling can do that. Let me show it to you. The handling feels good enough.
Yeah. Was it like? I mean, I don't think it floated. So is it more of like it's just
it's more
average handling? It's
grounded.
enough, is it?
It's enough. Yeah, it's enough to get the job done. Basically, that's how it can
Yeah.
float after jumps and.
And yeah, and then the acceleration and top speed is just broken. So I guess those two carry. The rest are just enough to not make it fall into pieces.
Yeah. I'll show it to you.
Like,
Yeah, actually, that's a good car then. I think.
like remember 1 year ago, the meta is Imola and Valhalla. Now Imola and Valhalla are like mid cars.
Yeah.
And we
I
have cars.
wouldn't-
I disagree.
I
No,
really
no,
wouldn't
no.
say that
Hear-
about the
hear
Imola
me
at
out.
the very least.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. We
Okay,
have the
okay.
111. We have the Silver
Yeah.
Lightning. Whatever. How you take on the Silver Lightning, it's somewhat good in Elite A, right? We have this Pininfarina here. We also have the XJR9, of course. We also have the Lexus or like the
Lexus,
Fordzilla.
no. That immediately invalidates whatever you're trying to say.
This is completely trash car.
Yeah.
Lexus is just like, okay, if you say Lexus is trash, then Fordzilla is also trash.
It is.
No.
I say both are
The
trash.
problem is, yeah, but I mean, I would say Fordzilla is like salvageable. Lexus, I don't think it is.
Look at this. 101.8. Would go a lot lower. This is really quick.
Yeah. Honestly, that is a good car. But I will keep my statement. Lexus is not. It's one of the worst cars that has ever been in Elite A, I think. What other cars were here?
Fordzilla,
I
Imola,
don't think.
Valhalla.
I mean, I don't think SC20 was in Elite A at any point. Was it?
No.
It was no. It was.
Was it? I mean, I don't
Was?
remember. I wasn't like. I'm not like that old in this
It was-
game.
it was in the Elite A, but then it got removed.
Okay.
Just like the Pagani. It was just like the Pagani. Pagani was also a thing in Elite. The Huayra.
Yeah, I
Out of
remember. I
out of like
remember
every single car in A class, what was the lowest ranked car that was ever in Elite?
that. Wayra BC?
I'm pretty sure.
Don't go any lower than
Huayra.
that, right?
Posty 918. Posty 918.
I mean, what?
Yeah, the Elite A is a very old event, bro.
Yeah,
mean,
it-
Yeah, we are old now.
I mean, I didn't expect 918 to actually be top 5 at any given point. Actually,
It was.
It was the
that's-
best
that's-
car. The 918 was nerfed because the drifting is
918
too good.
918 was the king
okay,
of-
I think I see what you mean now. Anyway, so what's
No.
the lowest ranked car that has ever been and is currently in that same rank? Like, is that the BC then, or is there anything even
BC.
lower? Than
I think the 918. The 918. Yeah.
Yeah,
that?
918.
It was actually at 4,099 rank before that.
918.
Yeah,
Okay,
never changed.
so okay, well, if they nerfed it, I'm just gonna exclude that one. We're just gonna count from the BC, and we're gonna count like every single car above the BC, just to make my point.
So that's the Aperta. What else? Aperta. Then I can see the SC18.
No, like every single car in A class right now above the BC and the BC. I'm pretty sure the Lexus is actually just straight up the worst out of those.
Yes, it is.
I could argue. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe SC18 is worse, maybe, but
SC18
my point. I mean, the handling seems to be garbage. Nitro does make up, I think.
SC20 is what you're referring to, probably.
Yeah.
18 is really good.
20, yeah.
Yeah,
Not 18 is good.
SC18 is nice
No.
to drive.
Any same
No,
as the
no, it has fake engine revs. You have to take that into account.
Nah. It's like a Huayra BC clone, basically. The SC18.
No,
It's a bit slower.
What I'm gonna tell you with the SC18 is that even if you lose speed, the engine still redlines until like a certain point where you actually like you're borderline downshifting. It still maintains redline, so that could be tricking you. But if it isn't, well, still like SC18 and everything, even Asphalt is probably better than the Lexus. Because like, actually, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But my point
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Even so, it's the third worst, and that's still not a good title for something that used to be in Elite A, or I think it still is until like next update.
So it's like the Lotus in B class, right? The high ranking Lotus, whatever that was.
I mean,
The,
I mean, dare I say that's even actually worse than?
Nah, the EVI is basically an Apollo N with mustard up. That's all. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't have worded it that way, but that's actually because I just couldn't find those words. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant description.
It's like a loaf of bread. If the Apollo N is a loaf of bread, then you are just putting some cheese and sauce on it and calling it the EVI. That's what it is. And on that terrible bombshell, it's time to end the video. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you are able to enjoy this video, and I hope you are able to find some conclusion from it.
Yeah, we have hidden like 15 feet deep. Is it actually the end?
Yeah, it is actually the end. So
That lasted
that was really fun.
for longer than I expected, but it was just so fun that it actually felt like 10 minutes. Maybe that's why I talk too much. I don't know how long I've talked for.
Lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for
कमरे में घुसता जैसे हाथी टेबल बैठा तो फिर गांधी करते मोटा 400 का होते दंगे चलती लाठी हमने हार से सीखा और सीखों से जीत बना दी सोना था हराम तभी तो किस्मत हो रही चांदी चांदी है मैं एक दिन रहता दिल्ली दूजे दिन मैं बैठा बाली पंगा चीते से तो समझो रास्ता बिल्ली काटे काली है कैन सी थ्रू ऑल ऑफ देम ये रैपर सबके सब है जाली जब जब पैरी मांगे पैर तब तब पैरी मांगे पानी you know